Hello everyone, welcome to my Minecraft Create World. So, I guess this is almost like an episode 2, but not really, because as you can see, even without me showing you anything, a lot's changed. A lot has changed. I thought today, we'd do a world tour, and this is slightly laggy, because there's a lot going on, and my computer's not the most powerful in the world. But I thought I'd just give you guys a world tour because it's been my personal world, and I thought, look, I'll put a little bit of content from this world on the channel when I feel like it, as being a, hey, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been making. So, I guess first let's start from where it all started, the windmill. I've cleared out most of the stuff in here. You know, I don't use these furnaces anymore, but all the machinery, that's all been taken out. As you can see, I've got quite a few new mods for like first person and stuff like that. But I mean, otherwise, this whole building's been left unchanged. So it will always be here. I'm never going to get rid of it. If a creeper damages it, I will always repair it. It is square one for me. This, I don't know if this was in the first episode. There was a pig that on day one, when I saw a wandering trader, I punched the llama, and I'd also punched the pig before, and the lava spit killed the pig, so we buried the pig. Still got the original kind of fan washing thing back here. There's a bunch of stuff over here, which we'll talk about soon. But if we come down here, we got the pig pen with a bunch of chickens as well, which is just rendering in. So I need to move these. There was sheep in this pen. They're no longer gone. Got bamboo. There's a village over there. Bunch of trees, which previously was my tree farm, where I'd go around with a saw, one of these, mechanical saw, and a hand crank, and I'd chop trees out. And that's how I got my wood until I made a wood farm. So, now to go on to every single thing that I've done in this world, which is a massive amount, as you can see. So, first things first, let's come this way. And let's just make sure, yep, okay, we'll just let the tram go through first. So this is the iron mill. The iron mill is where I get all my iron ingots. Or my iron nuggets, rather. And so what I'll do is I'll just grab all these. I'll leave the gravel in there. And we'll take this back with us. But I've downgraded this a little bit. It used to have 6 drills and millstones. It's now only got 4 because there was so much backlog. I also happened to build this before I even knew how steam engines worked. So I've got 4 blaze burners under there and 4 pistons, but I'm only making the equivalent of 1. And I know that that's not optimal and I should get rid of it, but I can't be bothered because it's an old building. Then we have what is the lava boiler. The lava boiler is meant to be a, when I need lava, I just get my bucket, put it in there. Don't know why there's something in there. This building takes all the flint that is coming out of that iron mill and lava coming from here and makes andesite. So andesite is no issue for me at all. As you can see, you know, I use it for a lot of my pathways and for the underlaying of my tram line that I've got running around here. Now realizing this is a little bit laggy, but that's okay. Here we have the tram overpass. This is something that I actually built a couple days ago. And so this is just to make things feel a little bit more real. And so I can just walk around. And I've got things that allow me to navigate pretty easily around the whole place, but I think it's always wise to make things as kind of realistic and, well, not realistic, let's get over the rail pretty quick. It's always just nice to add details of like, oh, this is how you do it in real life. So if we come through here, this is the garden. Obviously, as you can see, I've got some sniffers. If we look over that way, there's a bunch of sniffers. So they get all my plants. We got my kitchen, which has a lot of food in it. And also more food in it. which I need to do a lot of cooking because I'm running a little bit low on my bacon sandwiches. Got a bunch of dogs. No, they don't have names. I've got some cats. No, they also don't have names because I don't have many name tags and I have the levels. I just can't be bothered as well. I defeated the Ender Dragon a few months ago. It was the first time I'd ever kind of done it in a modded playthrough. I'd done it many a time before in vanilla, but I was like, look, I'll try it with mods. I didn't really play it any differently, but it was good. And enchanting setup. This is my jukebox machine. So we'll leave that to run in the background while we just walk around here. So this is my little workshop. It's got everything I need. You know, stone cutters, a saw. This is a sawmill add-on. It's super useful. I look at what you can do. You can turn logs and planks straight into all sorts of stuff. Super useful. We have, so from Create Enchantment Industries, we have something that gives me mending. So I've got mending on all my equipment. You know, even the swords and stuff like that. You know, all my good weapons, they've all got mending. My armor doesn't have mending, but music discs, we've got a lot of stuff just sitting in here. So, a lot of stuff here. I'm not exactly short on resources as you can see. And that's because I like ore mining. I like drilling through the ground. We have here, this is my bedroom. This is my list of things I need to do. I've actually done that. This is one of the things I want to do. This is another thing, you know, I want to make Horseshoe, which is a horse stable. I want to make a bunch of other things. If you guys have recommendations on like things that I should build that you can see I'm probably going to need, just put them in the comments. I'd love to actually make some stuff. I'm intending on making an electron tube machine soon. We have our washing, smoking, blasting and haunting set up here. We have something for refining our materials, and we have something here which is just a midpoint so that, you know, materials don't get crushed, but then they can get washed if they need to, but otherwise they then get put into here, which then presses them into ingots. And so that's, oh, and if it doesn't, I guess like when we're washing stuff, you get byproducts. The byproducts go into a weighted ejector over there and they fall into the chute, which comes into here. I like weighted ejectors. I want to use them quite a bit. I just feel like they add a lot to the atmosphere of the world. And they're fun, you know. We've got a decent amount of materials, as you can see. Not a massive amount, but I like to live within my means on this world. Now, it's getting a little bit late, so we'll just go to bed very quickly, and I'll show you guys a little bit more of the world in the morning. So, grab the wrench, grab our jetpack, put that on. So this is a create centered mod with a jetpack. It's pretty good, obviously enchanted. This is my temporary going to be destroyed, going to be replaced storage room. I'm probably going to replace it for an actual kind of warehouse because I've just got a bunch of crap and I don't know what to do with it all, nor where to put it, nor where to organize it. At least my create stuff's sort of organized. We got a lot of andesite alloy, a lot of it. But that's that building. Otherwise, I mean, downstairs there's just a bunch of storage for stones and wood. I like to refer this as my victory collection. No further context you're getting. What do we have here? Oh yeah, this is a tram. So these are the tram stations. There's one there, and there was one over by the mill and the lava boiler. So that's been running for a little while. It's been running for, now's the 29th of May. So it's run for about a week and a half. Sean was the first tram driver. Sadly, he was killed in a vicious attack of a skeleton That was very inaccurate. But we'll take the tram around. We'll show you what it's like. So, I don't know what this dog is called. I think I'm just going to call him Ralph. The tram's set up that whenever I hop in, if it's been waiting for 2 seconds or longer, and I hop in, it leaves. Otherwise, we just, I'm going to get rid of this cobblestone. Always pops in my inventory. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well, we're going to end up holding onto that, looks like. And so, this is the third station here. So, this is a building which I'm quite happy with. This is my andesite alloy machine. And so this, as you can see, has got a little bit of an excess of nuggets, but it's fully self-sufficient. So we've got a cobblestone generator there that's going into a millstone. Then if I just turn off my first person and I go into free cam. So, oh, this is laggy, goodness me. So, with the millstone, it's going into a tunnel which is splitting the stacks that come out in 16s. So this will then split it into 8s. 8 of it waits for there. The rest of it comes along here, gets washed. The flint then gets put into here, and everything else gets sent off. There is a funnel underneath here, which, a smart chute rather, that pulls out any excess flint and dumps it into lava. Our nuggets go into there, and then they get mixed together, and we get our andesite alloy. There's not really much else to say about this building. Let me come over to this side here. And we'll make our way into... Where's the tram? I don't want to get hit by the tram. I can't hear it. Let's just... Yep, we're good. It does a lot of damage. Like, I've got decent armor. I don't have prop 4 on most of it. In fact, I don't have prop 4 on any of it, I don't think. But with this armor, I take 5 hearts of damage to get hit by that tram. So this is my power plant. I have a add-on that allows me to pump lava directly into blaze burners, so that's really cool. It is fully self-sufficient, runs off of lava. We have 4 level 9 steam boilers. They all run 24/7, and we generate close to 600,000 SU. There is a pillager squad over there. If they get angry at us, we will take them out very swiftly. I'll show you what this jetpack's like. This is my most recent building. I'm still not set on the roof, but that's okay. So this is where I make train tracks. So far I'm only making narrow gauge with the Create Stem Rails add-on. We've got quite a few, as you can see. We've got a decent amount of nuggets in there actually, which is good. As you can just come up here, it's also got a setup for making crushing wheels. I think I'm going to at some point make a setup for... Just along this wall here, I'll make a setup for making regular gauge rails. And the large gauge, I feel like would be we build a factory to make a lot of them, because that's going to be eventually what my main rail line's made out of. So if we just come down here again, there's not really much else to see this way. There's the beacon. It's obviously a full level beacon, which is why I've got regen and haste. Oh yes, that's right. We've got the tree farm and the blaze farm. So the blaze farm is pretty self-explanatory. You just sit in the corner here, wait for them to spawn, and then you smack them. In fact, we just heard some of them. Although I think... There we go. Yep. Oh! Ow. So obviously that's, you know, that's just to get blaze rods. Is it very effective? Yeah. I need to work on it. But this is the main thing that I think I want to show off at the moment. And this is the tree farm. The tree farm works pretty well actually. Looks like we might be having a slight issue with the jungle. which I will sort out in my own time because I don't know what's going on here. Cool. That's annoying. Well, we have cherry, we have oak, we have jungle, and we have spruce. It doesn't look like we have much jungle at the moment though, but that runs all the time, as you can see. So the train collects it, it comes down, it goes through the mountain, under the other rail, dips down, deposits everything into a vault. I've got way much more wood than I will ever know what to use or deal with. Not that many guys say that too much wood is a bad thing. We'll just skip over that. This is my honey farm. So, my honey farm is full of bees. Wow. Who would have guessed? I really love this place. I think it's so almost kind of, I guess, nurtury, if that's a word. Obviously, I don't use the honey much. I just thought, you know what? I like honey, IRL. I'm gonna use it in-game. But I like limestone as well, so that's what I use that mostly for. Maybe I'll make a honey lake or a honey river or something. That could be cool. And then this here is my very, very... quite possibly, very backed up sheep farm. Which I try to live within my means, or like not exceed what I'll need on this world. You know, if I'm only going to need 10 blocks every Minecraft day to be produced of a certain block on average, well, then I'll produce 10. But I think some things work too well. And I think this is one of those things. Oh well. So, you know, there's no harm in it working too well. It's when it doesn't work well as you have worries. Otherwise, I don't think there's much to show. There is... Oh, I'll show you the mine. I think the mine's cool. So, over here, we'll avoid the village just because I don't want to start a raid. But we have a big pit here. And this is where I do my tunnel boring for resources. As you can see, it's, there's a lot. We've dug out a lot of resources. And I will probably never stop digging down here. I feel like this is a great way to get deep slate. It's a great way to get all sorts of stuff. This is a really long tunnel. Now I think about it, we're just going to not bother going down there. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much my world. I'd like to make an electron tube farm, so if you guys want to see me do that, let me know and we will do that. I'd love to work on a few other things, but obviously sometimes ideas are, and I don't care how goofy they are, I just want to make stuff. So if you have ideas, let me know. And that's pretty much it for this world tour so far. So thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.